Saudi Cobb. February 22. Save expense for the company, and the company will save money for you in proportion. I can't say that with a straight face. That's bullshit. Once again, I think companies used to work differently. I did a whole thing about how corporate America changed in the 80s, and we're more focused on stockholder return than on employees. And obviously, I still believe that's true. So, no, I don't. The more money you make for the company, the more money they want, the more people they'll hire, which dilutes your earnings and all that stuff. So I think I talked about Bank of America before when I was a mortgage loan officer, and how, they hired 9 pregnant ladies to have a baby in 1 month, and then when the pregnant ladies were like, no, it takes 9 months to have a baby, they fired them all. That's Bank of America. That's corporate America. So global corporations, really. They're not really just American companies anymore, most of them. Anyway, the rewards may not come today, next week, or even next year, but they will come. Well, that's working for yourself. You don't always get instant results. That's why I say do it as a side hustle to start, right? So that you can pay your bills while you're waiting for your entrepreneurial enterprise to get going. When you make it a practice to look after the company's assets that you would look after your own, you have shown that you are worthy of the trust of your employer and your fellow employees. You are destined for bigger and better things. Yeah, like owning your own company. The savings need not be large. It's the habit of eliminating waste. Well, that's a big one with me. I hate waste. And searching for opportunities to save money, that's important. Make it a practice to examine everything you do to see how it could be done more economically, and it is inevitable that you will soon find yourself in charge of larger budgets and more people. So there's not even a glimmer in there of entrepreneurship. It's just, you got to work for the man, because we all got to work for the man, which I disagree with 1,000%. So be a good little peon and pretend like it's your company, which he's actually alluded to before. What he's really saying there, to sum it up, is act like the company is yours, like you're the owner of the company, even though you're just an employee. I'm sure that was a tough sell back then, and it's an even tougher sell now, because more people are, well, if I treat this like I own it, I want to own it, or why don't I own it, or whatever, you know what I mean? So, yeah, what can I take from this? Because this is what I do. This is what I do. Is take something from this that we, being non-hamsters in the wheel, can take. Look after the companies. The beginning thing. The rewards may not come today, next week, or even next year, but they will come. There you go. That, and once again, I think it's more true, actually, for an entrepreneur. I talked about having your head right is more important for an entrepreneur than a worker bee guy, a cubicle person, right, and a slave, a drone, right? It's more important to have your head right for us, because the stakes are higher. Because if we fail, it's a fucking catastrophe. If the business fails, you'll find another job. I hate to say it that way, but that's that's reality, right? And keep that in mind when you hire employees. They will not have a stake in your company like you do. Nobody cares as much as you do. That's just human nature. That's been true forever. That's why he's trying to pump people up and be like, work for my company like it's your company. No, people won't do that. They really won't, and you shouldn't have that expectation. But that very first sentence talks about the reward not being immediate and tangible and something you can touch, see, and feel, especially right away, but do it anyway. And that's what I'm here to tell you about being your own boss, is it might take 5 years for you to grow your side hustle to the point where it replaces your day job. So be it. It's better. You're at least 5 years from now, you're better off than you were now, right? You've changed something. And obviously not everybody takes 5 years to do it. Some do it a lot quicker. I retired after 4 years of focused effort, so I put in the time. I put in 4 years building a business, to make that happen. So, for what it's worth, there is that. So, yeah, however long it takes, hang in there, stay the course. And obviously, it didn't take me 4 years to do my first flip. That was in the first 6 months that I started getting back into real estate, both as a broker and as a flipper. So, yeah, within 6 months, I'd done my first deal. So, that was not enough for me to retire, but enough to kind of get the ball rolling and not really work a day job. My day job was my brokerage. Being a real estate broker was my day job. And that was actually supported by the flipping. It was reverse. I didn't support my house flipping with a day job, with a paycheck. I supported the brokerage and gave the agents a really good deal by using some subsidizing from the money I made flipping. That was my choice. Obviously, most people are going to do it the other way around. So that's it. That's it for today, February 22nd. Going to the doctor today. She's going to do blood work again, check my cholesterol and everything to see how I'm doing. I think good, although I haven't been drinking juice enough. I need to get back onto the regular 2 juices a day, but I have been eating oatmeal every morning with fruit. So we'll see what the results are. I feel good, I look good, feel good. So whatever. Anyway, I went to see condos yesterday. I have a bunch of footage of condos. Now comes the editing part, the part you don't see behind the YouTube videos, and I don't do it here. I shoot it, I'll upload it, right, with the positive action plan. But most people on YouTube actually upload their videos to some kind of program on their laptop where they edit and cut and add music and shit. So obviously I haven't been doing that. I don't know what I'm going to do with the condos yet, whether I'm going to squish them together in a combiner, edit them, or what. I actually don't have any software on I don't have my laptop with me, and I don't have any software on my laptop to do it. That's something I've been thinking about doing, especially for my non-positive action plan videos, like the food videos and stuff like that, make them look nicer. My buddy Mike did that for me last year when I started the channel. He had some spare time working from home, COVID, and he was nice enough to take my raw files and make them nice. And I like them better. I definitely like the Euro video and the banana video. He's funny. He used to be a stand-up comedian, so he puts shit in there, and it's more entertaining in my opinion. But I don't know if I want to take the time and effort to do that yet. I'm thinking about it. So, but anyway, with this, it's just record it, hit upload, YouTube, and what you see is what you get with this playlist.